Hey man, say man, top of the world, y'all, man. You know what I mean? I normally I don't go live, but it is what it is, and I find it. Um, I find that I needed to go live. Uh, I found that I needed to go live for the simple fact that there is a epidemic social media across the world, um, across platforms of sassy men. I honestly don't know where it came from. I honestly don't know the beginning of most of these men being sassy, but however, whatever the case may be, they're sassy. Now, tonight's lecture, tonight's lecture, really has to deal with the benefits of feminism and that of sassy men, and a lot of stuff I done heard across YouTube and across social media. That's really really a lie. But now, first we're gonna deal with this epidemic of sassy men. Now, to me, a sassy man, I mean, one of these lip popping, lip smacking, uh, sister girl type men. Well, how you know they're sassy when they tell you that a woman is masculine or women nowadays are masculine, then that lets me know right there that they're a sassy man. Case in point, I go to certain individuals uh panels and stuff like that, you know what I mean, set it off. And the first thing a guy will say, well, if she argue with a man, that's masculine. If she lift weights, that's masculine. If she makes a lot of money, that's masculine. If she's a functioning adult, that's masculine. And then you turn around and say, well, guys who complain are feminine. Indecisive men are feminine. Anytime, you hear this thing called body count, and my question always been, when does that conversation come up? Insecurity as it relates to a man is feminine. A woman who's sure of herself, she's just sure of herself. But typically these guys uh really don't know what feminism is, really don't know what masculinity is. So you know what I mean? I gotta break it all. I gotta break it down, right? I gotta break it down real cool and smooth. Um for individuals who don't know no better. Because at the end of the day, this sad fella, this assassin has got to slow down, man. Yes, you want your woman to appreciate you, but don't complain about Pookie, whoever that may be. Don't complain that he getting the loving that you want, or he getting um the cooperation that you want, even though you went to the gym, you got lift weights, you got a six pack, you're earning six figures. You ain't 6 foot tall, and that man, only thing that he had to do, um, get emotional a little bit and beat his chest and say that he trying. That's all he had to do. So I'm gonna put some paint where it ain't. We'll say what other folks can't. Fellas, you can't. Well, I don't say you can't, but don't try to complain yourself into the draws, man. Cause that's what it's about. You ain't out here uh working out like you are. Well, you may be if you're overweight trying to shave off diabetes. Other than that, that's it. You ain't not here doing all this stuff. Learning how to make more money. Uh, learning how to make more money. Doing all this stuff for nothing. You're doing this stuff for women. You're doing this stuff for sex. And so if I were you, I'd keep it real with myself and find out what's wrong with me. Now I can go through TikTok, I can go through YouTube, all the sassy shit these dudes be talking. You got the passport bros. Now a whole bunch of men who live in America saying we got our passport, but still you're still single. That's sassy. One dude I was talking about single. Bro, you sassy. You sassy. So we need to, as men, I mean, as ladies, all you got to do is go to these YouTube streets. A secure man is a secure man. That's masculine. Well, she may go and cheat on you and have sex. Me personally, I wouldn't care. Because my purpose is bigger than sex. My only problem would be if a woman done dating gave a man some money. If she reached in her pocket and give a man some money, another man some money, that's a problem. That's a big problem. Because what I tell you guys, you like a woman likes a man with her money. A woman likes a man with her time. So what I'm suggesting to y'all is that instead of complaining, like being feminine and complaining, what you should be doing is what you're gonna do about it. 55% of divorces are initiated by women. My question to you is, so what you gonna do? Now, if it's I heard the child support lie is um, you know, paternity fraud, but what you gonna do? So if I were y'all as men, I would be trying to figure out a way how to maneuver around this so I can have it my way. Rain and warm woman, what's up with you? I want to have it my way. You can't have it your way complaining. You can't have it your way showing insecurities by asking a woman how many men she had sex with, because it really don't even matter. It really don't matter. I'm gonna give you an analogy. Which one causes more damage? 5 number 2 pencils, or 1 2x4? And so, with that logic, anybody who knows anything will say, "Well, you know what? 1 2x4, I can get here with 10 number 2 pencils all day and tomorrow." Well, they bunched up or separate. But I get upside the head with a 2x4, that's gonna do some damage. And so, guys, I wouldn't be worried about with a woman how many guys you had sex with, because obviously they didn't work, and now it's your turn. As long as it works, when it's my turn, there are no complaints. See, you guys don't you guys, so these guys with this this sassiness, a body count don't mean nothing to you. When you go to a hotel, you don't ask how many people slept in that bed, and folk done shot come all in the bed. You just take your ass and go to sleep. When you go buy a house, folk done had sex in the bedrooms, all over the walls and stuff like that. In the toilet, you don't know how many people use the toilet, but you sit your neck behind down in that toilet, don't you? So, so you are very selective about your outrage when it comes to a woman. And this sassiness, I do understand men want to be appreciated. But here's the fine line between being appreciated or whatever. There's some work in there. And the fact that you demand submission. Now you may say, I heard people say, well, a woman has no problem with submitting to a man at a job. A man don't have a problem with submitting to a man at a job. This is for survival. The reason why she's more submissive on the job than she is at the house is because survival is the self-preservation is the law of the land. And death is there, but yet I'm not present. So if you should die and she leaving, you got babies and you die, you got this $100,000 life insurance policy that pays for the house, and you still, and she still is responsible for those babies. So this is why, that's why a woman obeys her supervisor more than a husband, because a husband can stop being her husband at any time. Her husband can choose another wife and leave her alone at any time. And also the reason why a woman won't listen to a man is that his word or his action or his information has proven not to be good information. I have a son. I told my son, I said, well, son, I don't know what's going on in Memphis, but you may want to, cut the PC off and stuff like this, all the way off when you leave or when you ain't using it. Yeah, well, kids, they may listen, they may not. Rain hard, surge, messed up the PC. I told him, we got it fixed. I said, son, you're gonna be responsible for the next time, so you may want to do what I told you to do. He did it again. It happened again. Now I don't have that to worry about. When he ain't using, he cut it all the way off. Because I done proved that I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm doing. And let me get we got 4 people in here, and I appreciate y'all. I mean, hit the like button on the way in, please. And thank you for all the new subscribers who don't subscribe to the channel. A woman, really, when you're talking about a woman being in her femininity, true femininity, she has to trust a man enough that he really knows what he's doing. Case in point, if I just meet a woman and I'm like, well, I think we should hang out at X, Y, and Z and 1, 2, 3. When I call her, fumbling over stuff, asking what she want to do, and she don't know. You call me, what you want, and you all indecisive. You're not putting confidence in that woman to let her know that you even know what you're doing, or she should have any faith in you. Now, if you call her, instead of asking, be like, "Are you busy at 7?" He said, "No, I don't have any plans. Our brother Ray's coming on at 7:30, so, but other than that, I don't have any plans." All right, get dressed. I'm gonna pick you up at 7:30. Brother, we're gonna have to take a rain check. 7:30, I'm gonna pick you up. We going here. Pick me up or meet me, whatever you're comfortable with. So once you establish that, where you ain't asking, She's just doing. She's just operating. When a woman just operating, or she know you got this, she can afford. She can her mind would allow her to relax. Therefore, she can be soft because you got it. All this stuff about a woman being masculine. That's what a man know that when a man is being feminine, that's when a woman got to be masculine because we got to balance out. Nothing turns a woman off more, in my opinion, than a man who don't know what the fuck he doing. Than a man who don't have any confidence. A man who don't have any answers. A man who can't solve a problem. A man who ain't got his shit together. A man who just confused is all outdoors about her and his life. Now, a lot of times, a lot of women won't struggle love. That's what they're comfortable in. You know, um, a woman wants to feel a part of something. So don't be listening. So now, a feminine man is mainly an undecisive man. So let me see. I would have said that, man. I would have said that too. No doubt. No doubt. The end of the day, a man wants submission. He got to be going somewhere. And Jill Scott said best. A man who can tell a woman what to do, you can tell a woman what to do. A man who can tell a woman what to do, you can't tell a woman what to do. So my suggestion to you as a man, and the ladies that's in the chat, if a man, eh, some guys ain't used to chaos. Some guys ain't been through nothing. They even teach you nothing. You understand? See, me personally, I've been through a lot. So when it's chaos, I'm relaxed. When it's chaos, I'm relaxed. Oh, I got wreck my car. Wreck my car. This happened. That happened. There's no reason to be all in a panic because somebody got to stay calm. There's no reason to be in a panic. My woman, hey. It's all good. It's all good. Chill. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. Here's what we're gonna do. Call a tow truck, call insurance, call the police. Everybody straight, everybody healthy. Everything's covered. Once everything is covered and stuff like that, then we'll figure out a way to the house. Because a man has to understand some uh guys. A man has to be a man's manhood is tested, or the man he is tested as soon as he wake up in the morning. As soon as he wakes up. She's looking to see if you're that man that she chose. Because if you made all these claims and proclamation and she fell in love with the claims and proclamation, and then once she gets herself or she's in that thing that you claim that you have knowledge of and can get it out of, once she gets in that, she expects you to come through. The moment she can't come through or you fail in a big way, she loses your respect for you. She loses the respect. So let me slide on over to this. The benefits of feminism. As far as I know, um, feminism is equal treatment of females as it relates to males and their counterparts doing certain things. Now, we're not talking about the criminal justice system. Because if you're caught As a man, the better responsibility is on you because men who are typically judges see another predator opposed to a man in front of them. Understand, some man is not the apex protector. The man is the apex predator. Okay, man is the apex predator. So he sees a predator when he sees you. He don't see a predator when he sees a woman. The reason why I believe the benefits of feminism, um, and as a historical perspective, um, black women weren't really affected by feminism, although they were in the workforce. There wasn't a plot to um, to just empower women. Black women, the plot was to castrate black men. And so therefore black women was allowed to work because if they're working, they're not raising families. Okay. But it was a um the Caucasian woman who was under the thumb of her man because she couldn't work. She had a man that she stayed in the house, or she could only be a nurse, a teacher, or work in financial services. But she can go out there and get her own like the black woman could. And so the Civil Rights Bill, which introduced the idea of feminism, because it started from if you can't do it to a Negro, you can't do it to a Jew, you can't do it to a Jew, you can't if you can't if you can't do it to a Negro, you can't do it to a Jew. Okay, that's who financed NAACP, and that's who financed the bill. So if you can't do it to a Negro, or if a Negro allowed to do it, and Negro women are allowed to do it, then white women should be allowed to do it. And the benefits of feminism, they have gotten a lot. Feminism have gotten a lot of women out of abusive relationships. And feminism, and now it's something called victim privilege, and it's something called intersectionality and stuff like that. Now, I can't break down intersectionality, but I'm gonna break down as it relates to benefits and stuff like that. Affirmative action is all that did was systematically exclude black men from receiving any protections under the law as far as employment. Because the intersection of a black man is a majority man, minority one. So white women, majority white, minority woman. So if you got a zero on the one with two and you got a white woman, then white women have benefited more often. And the reason why I brought that to your attention is because ever since women have started earning their own money and surviving without men, it has been a problem for men. Now, a lot of guys on YouTube say, feminists say, well, you can have it all. Well, everybody can't have it all, but somebody can have it all. Anybody can have it all, but nobody wants to do the work to have it all. So if you don't know if you're that anybody can have it all. So what I'm saying is Oprah, I got these videos in the catalog, go see them. Oprah is the mother of the modern woman, a woman who was very successful without the aid of being romantic or tied to a man. And so the benefit of that, then yes, there's more competition in the workplace. Um, women are, matter of fact, there's a study been shown that women with no kids live longer lives than anybody else. All the women who live to 100, 105, 106, 108, a lot of them don't have any kids. And so, yes, the benefit of feminism, the benefit of feminism is the fact that you have a double tax base and women. Um, well, let me back up. Women don't have to take the bullshit that they took before, meaning that if a woman wants to leave, she can leave. she can leave. So people saying, well, feminism said they can have it all. They can't have it all because there are women having it all. There are women, um, a lot of times women don't want the guy, they want the baby because they don't want the responsibility of looking after a man. They would prefer to look after a baby. That's why a lot of women have dogs because the dog love them unconditionally. You ain't got to worry about the dog going out there and cheating on you. You ain't got to worry about the dog. The dog love you regardless, but people don't. So if anybody want to come up, you can come up and state your opinion. So I'm gonna pause it right quick. Hold on. Let me mute my mic. And while I'm on the subject, um, have anybody ever heard the man say something to the effect of, child support is wrong and women just want money, and if it's child support, why don't you just get a child to the father? Well, I'm going to say this: until a man has done it, you are getting off easy just paying child support, and I'm gonna tell you why. The reason why is because let's say the mother of the child decides at the hospital, I don't want the baby. You know what I mean? I'm gonna let you have it. I'm gonna terminate my rights as a parent, although my name was on the birth certificate. Now you know who I am. If the child wants to know who I am, we can have form that bond, but I'm gonna leave it to you. Okay, cool. You said, well, at least ain't no child support. Let me break something down to you. First and foremost, you gotta go to work. All right. So if you work, my son's mother owns the daycare. So I pretty much know the hours of daycare and stuff like that. Um, the daycare open at 6 a.m., closes at 6 p.m. And I think there's a law that says you only be at daycare 10 hours, but let's give you grace and let's say you may have your child there the whole day. Let's say you work from 6 to 2 and you 6 to 3 and you got a newborn baby. And I hear this the thing all the time. If it wasn't for public assistance, black women wouldn't be out independent, whatever the case may be. Well, let me break something down to you. Break something down to you. The first day, if you gotta be at work at 6 and a daycare open at 6 and you have a newborn baby, you need assistance. You need some assistance because you will have to pay that child care worker. They'll have to file some grace on you in order for you to get to work on time. So you'll have to ask them to be there about 5:30 if they could. You have to toss them some extra if you got a newborn baby. The child care will cost $250 a week. That's excluding the extra time that you are asking them to be there so you can get to work on time. Let's say six to 3 or 6 to 4, and you come pick them up. $250 times four, that's $1,000. So you can't work extra. Okay, you can't work extra. You cannot, you know, take certain jobs because the daycare ain't even open. And so once you get that newborn baby, they change them, feed them, on to the house. Now instead of resting, you know what you got to do? You got to feed and play with that baby, and still get the stuff that you need to get done. You got to feed yourself and feed the baby. Uh, uh, well, so a month you're already down $1,000 with a newborn baby because you got to go to work. Diapers $40 a week, brother. You ain't got no titties. You ain't got titties first. So you either gonna get formula, or let's say the child mother done right by you, and she been suppling her titties ever since she knows she was pregnant, and she give you all the milk, all that milk. So you gotta feed the milk, you gotta birth the baby. You understand me? You gotta bathe the baby, change the baby, put the baby to bed. Now, when my son was small, I put my son to bed at 9 o'clock. He woke up at midnight, like clockwork. I had to feed him, change him, put him back to bed. When he goes to sleep, I gotta go to sleep. Now, as soon as you start sleeping, it's 3 o'clock. He back whining. Feed him, change him, put him back to sleep. Now, since you gotta be at work at 6, now at 5 o'clock, you gotta get him up, change him up, feed him something, and take him on to the daycare. So, brother, how you sleeping? This just a newborn. We're not talking about on up, and it's just the first week. No, this just the first month. So it's $1,000 a month for childcare, and we ain't even mentioning the gas money. We ain't mentioning the time spent. So, social media, calm down on all this. Just get that child a baby because it's more to it than what you think. Rain and womb band, no woman.
You got it, Rainy Woman.
What's going
Or
on with you?
Woman. Good evening. How are you?
I'm good. I'm blessed. How about yourself?
I'm content and grateful as well. Thank you. You know, you actually have spoken truth to power already on each speaking point that you addressed. So all I can really do is co-sign everything that you have said as a woman.
Mhm.
I did want to chime in though on the part where you talked about respect. And if a woman falls in love or comes together with a man based upon what he has declared to be promises, expectations, and things of the like, and then he falls short of that because she's began to relax and get comfortable and everything. So, like you said, she can express more of her softer side and provide more peace and more nurturing to the environment. But if you disappoint that and disappoint that in a great way to where she loses respect for you, once that respect is lost, it is very hard, next to impossible, to regain because there is also trust there that is broken, wherein she began to feel secure. And it is very important for women to feel secure in a relationship.
Right, right. And that's and for me, that because if a woman is secure, because above all things, a woman seeks comfort.
Yes.
A lot of times that's where, a guy really need to, before you believe it's going anywhere, you probably need to ask about her past. A lot of guys ask about a woman's past to weaponize her past against her.
Mhm.
So that's when I tell guys, don't worry, don't women. I tell guys, don't worry about a body count. I tell women, don't say nothing about your body count, because when he gets upset and get all in his feminine, he brings that up.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, a woman, above all things, seeks comfort, and a comfort zone is where she's going to go back to when times get rough.
Mhm.
So if her father was abusive to a mother and her mother stayed, then I do believe, that's my opinion, that you will have to be borderline abusive to that woman in order to keep that woman.
Mhm.
If you really like that woman, you really got to be borderline abusive to that woman to keep that woman.
Mhm.
But if her father was a stand up guy, protected them, a knowledgeable man, um, I wouldn't necessarily say a provider because his mother, because typically, uh, blue collar, he may be a plumber or a journeyman electrician or whatever the case may be. His mother, the mother could be highly educated, but they met at a job somewhere. They like
Mhm.
each other and they got married. If he's a guy of high integrity, not a pushover, but a man's man, then in order to keep that woman, you got to be a man's man.
Mhm.
And a lot of times, the reason why the man starts slacking because they it's reminiscent to me of watching cartoons. When a woman come by, a guy with a pot belly, will it sucks his belly up to boost his chest up. And so once she leaves, he can get back comfortable and the chest drop down back to his belly. So he cannot hold the facade of who he really is to that woman to keep that woman, because it's how it starts and how it ends.
Yes.
And so if you tell this woman, whatever you tell this woman, if you're honest about it, a lot of times, and you give her a right to choose, and you say, hey, I like dating multiple women. I want to date multiple women. You're not going to be the only one. Now, if he tells you that up front and you proceed with that man, then he didn't lie to you.
Mhm.
See, women get disappointed when they find out the lie.
Right.
And once they found out that you lied, then lying is really next to deceit and betrayal. And once you betray you can't earn trust. You don't respect nobody you can trust. You don't
That's
trust nobody that you can't respect.
that's right. And you don't
So
respect anybody you can't trust.
well, you trust them to be themselves.
Exactly.
Like if I got an enemy and I know this enemy, I respect the enemy because
Right?
he an enemy.
Exactly.
I respect him, but I trust him to be my enemy.
That's right.
I trust him, and so I respect him in that manner. But once you are found out to be a liar and sneaking around like a woman, then she loses the respect. and once she loses their respect, then ain't no more love.
Mhm.
Then by that time, it's a wrap. See, I have parameters. See, I'm a realist. See, a woman don't cheat on me until she gets to give a man some money. If she give a man some money, that's when I know she like him. When you like him, it's just it's a wrap.
Mhm.
Because anybody can fall weak to the flesh,
Mhm.
but the woman and the man has to have something bigger than sex.
Right.
It has to be bigger than that. So if it's not bigger than that, or it can't survive that, then you ain't got much. You ain't have much in the first place. But now, you don't do nothing to my face, and you don't have a gang bang, and I'm sitting right here, you having a gang bang, and I'm saying at least you ain't giving no money. No, that ain't what's going on.
Right.
That ain't what's going on. But um, if I'm aware, say, hey, I like having sex with multiple guys at the same time, and I proceed with you, I can't get mad when you do what you do.
That's right. That's right.
See, we got to bring as a masculine man, one thing you are is the truth. One thing you're gonna do is tell the truth and be the truth. And all this complaining I'm hearing, women use you up for resources, and they make, hey, it's all a part of it. Because
Right,
I think,
because I'm sorry, may I interject?
go ahead.
If a woman can't use you, first of all, if you can't be used, that means you're useless. First of all.
Oh, right, right.
Secondly, if a woman cannot rely on you for resources or come to you for resources, no matter what level of relationship that you may have, what is the point of having you around?
Well, that's the and that's pickle for guys because they don't know, is it for the resources or them. Now, with it being for the resources, and the only time you call me is when you want a pickle. It's for the resources. I need this and I need that and stuff like this. She get doing all this here. And the moment the man say, I need you to I need you to I need you to sir is and what's going on with your fam? I need I want to I really need a blowjob and I really need some sex. And he get all this lip. Well, wait a minute now. You got I provide a resource.
Mm-hmm.
I'm asking you for a resource, and that's free.
Right.
You don't have to go to AutoZone and buy it and pick it up and come on out with it. Uh, you know, shots out this. Um, but guys don't. But females is like they hang sex over a guy's head most of the part. Now, me, if I said, well, you know, I tell guys to give her attention with a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning that if she call you because she got a flat tire, then especially if it's a fistful and stuff, if y'all committed to monogamy or whatever, I have some understanding. Then you go out there and change the tire.
Right.
What is basically showing her is that she's some type of important in your life because I'm taking my time out to come um, solve this problem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So um, even with because mainly with women, it's a car issue because women and cars don't mix. Women just know how to drive them and park them. Other than that, you stuck on the side of the road, call a man. I would suggest a lot of single women to get your little battery pack, charge it up, put it in your car, just in case you may need air. You don't want to go to a some of these shady gas stations. You understand me? You don't want to go to a shady gas station because you know, I mean, I know in Memphis, you know what I mean. You may everything might be gone. So pack you a little kit. You so you can have a jump off or whatever the case may be. But a man who's interested in you, if it's going, he's going to make sure you're safe.
Right.
So it's not so much using,
Exactly.
it's so much you're serving.
Exactly.
Because you know, in the street game with man and woman and women leisure, you choose each other every day.
Mhm.
You choose each other every day. So this is why you with me, and this is why I'm with you.
Mhm.
Not so much you throwing it up in your face, but at the same time, you know what I mean. You ain't gonna find. I stand on this. I stand on this business. You come to me for this. I got this.
Mhm.
And one thing I know about a woman is that um, a woman's gonna try a man. A woman who's been let down over and over and over again, she is going to try a man. That man. The reason why she's going to try that man, but she want to give her all to that man. It's my opinion. She want to give her all to that man, and she want to make sure before she give her all in the heart to that man that he's worthy of it. He's going to protect her, and she's going to protect it. So she's going to constantly put herself in. Put the more tests that a woman gives, in my opinion, is the more dedicated that she wants to be for you. So if you you know if you cool hand Luke and you everything cool and smooth, nothing gets you rattled. If she call you on something, or she call you because she's emotional, she may just get emotional just to see if just well, really for some attention and see how important she is. But it's a test. You go over and listen. Bill steady. Oh, okay. Well, you leave knowing she leave. You leave. The man leaves knowing he took care of his business. And when that man leave, that woman know he about what he said he's about. My thing is none of it works. I, if you don't like the man, all that stuff don't even matter. We talking about people who like each other.
Mhm. Mhm.
We ain't talking about Dorothy Dan said it best. If she like a man, he don't need a checkbook. If she don't like him, a checkbook won't help. And so, shouts out to Ism. Shouts out to Ism. Uh, but yeah, that's what each man got to be about. He got to strengthen his character.
Mhm.
When a man complains, in my opinion, that's a level of helplessness that he's under. Because you only gonna complain when you can't do nothing about it. Oh, women is women women got a high body count. Uh, feminism said this, and I ain't gonna protect bro, 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 bro. Don't worry about feminism. Don't worry about it. Feminism ain't got nothing to do with you. None at all.
It definitely should not stop you from being a man and doing whatever you're supposed to do as a man.
That's why I say guys talking about how low these women are. Listen, what a woman does with another man has absolutely nothing to do with your manhood as a man. Nothing. What I do with another woman, if me and another woman got this understanding, and I told her up front, what I do with this other woman ain't got nothing to do with what me and her got going on. That's what guys. If a woman cheats, um, she liked that man. No, not so much. She likes something about him, but she don't like that man. My son is 15 years old. We were just sitting around talking. He was like, "Yeah, Dad, he said, Dad, some girls will turn you on, but you don't like them." I said, "Son, you have what?" He 15. You got 50, 40, 30-year-old men haven't grasped that yet.
Mhm. Mhm.
Because attitude matters, vibing matters, energy matters. I done been in rooms as to where your eyes are drawn to this particular person. Nothing physically special about them, but your eyes drawn to them.
Mhm.
It seems like they got an aura about themselves.
Mhm.
You can't put your finger on it, but it is what it is with you. So guys got to get out of that. She may have been the biggest slut in the history on the planet. What she did before I met her, it means nothing unless she got venereal disease or something like that. Then that means a lot.
Mhm. That
Anything
means
short of that,
something.
that means something. But uh, if anything short of that, if I'm interested in her, it means nothing. It's in the past. Cause one thing I do know, a woman can have sex with 10 guys at night, every night. But if she with a man that she truly loves, is always gonna hit different. So guys have got to understand that because a lot of these guys are tender dick. They think with the tip of their dick. They go to their dick first. And your dick gonna get you in trouble every single time. It's gonna get you in trouble every single time. So that's where that's in my opinion, that's why I do believe some of the assassins come in the first place, because a lot of them, they tender dick. Anytime a woman don't want to have sex with them or something like that, or it get too difficult, or the dating and mating landscape have changed because of money, because of globalization of sex, and they don't know how to adapt, and adjust.
Mhm.
They do, and so guys, whoever in the chat, whatever, stop depending on dating sites. I'm gonna give you a little game. If you have no luck online dating, you need to go on the streets. If you got trouble on the streets, you need to try online dating. If you have trouble with both of them, you need to find a gym, and you need to holler at either Sir Ism or Brother Ray and get you some man about yourself.
Mhm.
Because it's one thing I do know. There's plenty of women out there. There's plenty of women out there, and they'll do right by a lot of them. A lot of them look over them because they fat. Because they dark skin and fat and ain't got no hair. I'm an opportunist because I don't know the woman who gonna be the wind beneath my wings and take me higher.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I don't know because the woman I may think do is she may put an envelope. She may put the word on top of it. But the woman who I don't think who I look over and who I look over and just pass by and just take for granted, she may put me on top of the world.
Mhm.
So I I do think it's sad. It's sad when I hear this stuff. Guys complaining about divorce. Guys complaining about divorce laws. And guys complaining about child support. When the numbers bear out, the average man made $50,000 a year. So you made $50,000 a year. You rent an apartment. You barely got a car. You go to divorce court. What in the world is she gonna get besides divorce? Nothing. Hey man, Sir Ism, you want to come on up? Yeah. So we gotta I believe in men. Men, we have got to. We have got to get out of this mindset of, expecting submission without without. There's no submission. I said it a long time ago. There's no submission without responsibility. Even
Say
in
that again.
even in the lifestyle of BDSM, if there's a dom and there's a sub, there's different levels to it. Um, if you're not responsible, I mean truly responsible, and she don't trust you to be responsible, why in the world would she submit to you?
Mhm.
See, guys want the benefits of submission with none of the responsibility.
Right, right. They want the submission just on the principle that they are a man and she is in their presence. But I say it like this. We are no more obligated to give you that in it than what you are obligated to just give us your wallet, just on the principle that you're a man.
Right, right. You don't in order to expect, you shouldn't expect submission. I don't come in expecting too much nothing. I'm gonna see where it go, because you gotta, if you don't expect nothing, it's tough to be disappointed when you don't expect nothing.
Say that. Come on through with.
I mean, so
That's
so
real. That is so real.
so
Exactly.
so it's tough to disappoint me because I'm coming in. Well, let's see, but that don't stop me from being the man that I am. And so
Right.
the man that I am, okay, I got some knowledge. I've seen some things. I've been some places. And so with my information and my wherewithal, then I don't expect submission. But there's a good possibility that she's seen enough
Mhm.
where she get comfortable enough where it's easy for her to submit.
Mhm. Mhm. Well, one thing about feminine energy is feminine energy will automatically subdue itself to masculinity when it's present in it, period.
Right. Right. A woman, see, women can manipulate men in so many different ways. And one key of manipulating a man is touching a man. A woman's touch does something to a man
Mhm.
mentally.
Mhm.
And so, a lot of times when a woman don't get her way, especially when she with her husband, the first thing she does is grab his arm and touch him. The first
Right.
thing she do.
Mhm.
The reason why, she's playing to his ego as a father. And so once she touching him, then the endorphins start going off, and that drops his guard.
Mhm.
The moment she drops his guard, it's a wrap. See, so there's other ways that women manipulate men and stuff like that, in order to get for that what they want. But the key thing is they touch that man,
Mhm. Mhm.
because the touch of that man, it eases that man.
Mhm.
It eases that man, especially if it's a feminine touch or something like that. And that touch, it calms the demons of insecurity.
Mhm.
It
Mhm.
calms the demons of stress. See, so men saying that they don't need women, which is very, very sassy. If they don't if they don't know,
When you say the way you keep saying sassy.
it is. I mean, what don't know now, you don't need a woman to be a man. You don't need a woman to be a man. But to make sure you are a man, you need a woman. See, a world without women would be like the penitentiary.
Mhm.
It'd be about like a naval ship.
Mhm.
You just eating food. You got some clothes on your back, and you got whatever you living in. But the woman, she gonna adorn the place.
Yes.
She going to bring some, some life. And it's just like if if the world ended and you and I ain't got nothing but a roof over my head, but I got a woman, you and I, and they got all the the men and the abundance of food.
Mhm.
I got the most currency because y'all ain't got no woman.
Mhm. Mhm.
They'll give up all that food and all that abundance for a woman
Mhm.
because women are the reason why they make different cars. Women are the reason why they build houses.
Mhm.
There
Mhm.
will be no housing market with one for a woman because a man by himself don't need a house.
Right. A man by himself can live in a cave.
He can live in his car.
Yeah.
He can, you have the cars parked somewhere, walk somewhere, grow his own food, go out there and hunt some food, and keep it moving. But the woman brings, okay, now we need now instead of my little car, I need a bigger car. Everybody else get bigger cars. Well,
Mhm.
this dude ain't got a car. He got a car in a shack. Well, I need a car in a shack too. And it builds from there.
Mhm.
Um, so guys, men can survive. Yeah, who wants you can survive in a room. Don't ain't got to leave the room. But who want to live like that? Who want to live in a world with no women? I don't. I for sure don't. Cause I like women too much. Yeah, man. If I
You
had to
don't
be
just
around a
like
lot of
women though,
dudes,
brother Ray. You don't just like women. You actually have an appreciation for what a woman's essence.
yeah, yeah. Because the thing is, it took me becoming a father to understand. I was just like these dudes talking all that mess, but I was super young.
Mhm.
Before there was a Kevin Samuels, before there was a Tom Likas, and before there was a Thomas Sotomayor, that was a brother Ray. I was at the University of Memphis.
Mhm.
Had an article in the BSA newspaper called The Torch, called Brother Ray.
Hmm.
So yeah, I was talking this back in 2003 when YouTube first started. I didn't know what YouTube was gonna be. I just saw a lot of cat videos,
Mhm.
and I was talking what they was talking as basically a kid.
Wow.
So because the thing is, I have sisters,
Mhm.
and I have sisters who guys want the fuck on.
Mhm.
I've been around women. I've seen women um, who I like end up pregnant.
Mhm.
But now you want to double back on me so we can get in a relationship. No, we ain't doing that. See, we definitely ain't doing that.
Mhm.
So I've been through some things and I've seen some things, and everything they talk about, I seen there firsthand. So um, they coming with this information and it's late. It's late, and they talk about female nature and what. The book ain't been told what a woman will or won't do. The book ain't been written yet.
Hmm.
The book ain't written what a man will or won't do. I appreciate women because I've seen women do the most. You know, I seen women, really want to see me have it, really want to see me win, really wanted to
Mhm.
um do what it takes in order for me to get to where I needed to be in life. I done seen that.
Mhm.
Appreciation for women. I love women,
Mhm.
you know. Uh it's just that a lot of times guys don't feel appreciated, but then there's kind of a slippery slope because um it's kind of like you want to applaud a dog for barking, clap
Mm.
for a fish for swimming.
Mhm.
You see, there's a fine line with that. I do think appreciation is fake.
Hmm.
I do appreciation non-existent because there's a form of gratitude. I prefer gratitude.
Mhm.
That's why I say a relationship is a service business
Mhm.
because what you need, what do I need? Am
Mhm.
I meeting your needs? Are you meeting my needs? What do I
Mhm.
do to meet your needs? If the purpose is big enough, and get out this, happiness every day mess. Overall, I'm content. Overall, I'm at peace. Overall, I'm comfortable. You know, uh, I wouldn't have it any other way. But far as me being in love every day, it's a wrap.
Mhm.
Yeah, as far as me being in love every day, it's a wrap because you ain't gonna be in love every day.
Mhm.
And so it wasn't until I grew up and I said, oh, okay, it ain't that easy. Oh, okay, there's more than what you got to do. Oh, okay, well, she did sacrifice. I
Mhm.
was there talking. I was there talking shit. She all real life sacrifice. How do I know what a sacrifice? Because I'm sacrificing now.
Mhm.
I'm going through it now. So a lot of time these guys really don't appreciate a woman because they haven't had a woman who believed in them enough to either do something so they can succeed or win
Mhm.
or make their dreams come true.
Or
You know,
maybe, or maybe when they had it, they didn't really recognize it. They took it for granted. And because they took it for granted, and then she went ahead and went her own way, then now because she was looking out for herself and decided to put herself first after you kept putting yourself first and your and being selfish, right? With and being ungrateful to where she,
right?
and now she don't want to look your way. Now you want to get some act right, but she's saying it's too late.
Well,
But now she
that's
wrong.
a it's a one reason why I'm always careful with women. Always careful with women. All this I don't need blah blah. I'm always careful because I seen the guy lose his mind. Well, he already lost it, but I just seen him, in his lose his mind actions and stuff like that. He
Mhm.
used to get drunk, and he'll be singing out and not like he talking in space and stuff like that, and saying her name and stuff like that. And I'm like, who Diane? What you talking about? Diane's wife? She died something? Oh no, man, she ain't died, man. Man, they dated in high school. They were dated, and she was crazy about him. She was crazy about him, and he messed around and cheated and did this, got somebody pregnant, and she gone. And so they went their separate ways, and he in the dumps about it, and she out there being good to another man.
Mhm.
She being
Mhm.
good to another man. And so he lost his mind behind that. I said, well, I'm gonna be careful because I don't want to be that guy. I don't know. I don't know what forms of a trail or whatever because I don't want to be him. I don't want to be singing out and drinking and thinking the grass green on the other side, and all of a sudden the grass there ain't no grass is poison, and all of a sudden I'm drinking like that, living like that behind a woman who done left me because it's my fault. Oh no, sir, no. And guys think but nah, it's been women who uh been women who lost some good guys, lost some damn good
Mhm.
guys.
Mhm.
I didn't see him drinking or nothing like that, but it wasn't the same. And um, I guess to have a piece of them, I guess that do come over and knock it off every once in a while.
Not the same.
They stay committed to them. They stay committed to that man because a man is a man anyway. But once he lost, I seen women they lose a man and dude gone, being good to another. I ain't seen no drinking in stupors and falling all out and uh nothing like that behind one. Well, take that back. I did. Uh, Chick get drunk and just start crying over this man. This man want to do right by her. She ain't want to do right by that man. Gave her time. Once he finally left, he gone. Got married, got his stuff straight, and she over there by herself, crying and drinking. So you know, that's why I understand. I appreciate it. We gonna go our separate ways. Gonna go our separate ways, but I'm not gonna do nothing to sabotage nothing. AP, what's going on with you? I ain't gonna do nothing to sabotage nothing.
Mhm.
And so because I do appreciate that, and I do know what goes around comes around. If not now, then when? I do know that. So I'm a
Right.
dish it out. I'm a be the man who I am. And if it ends, it's not because I want the man that I am. She decided to go away. I wish her nothing but the best.
Mhm. And
And
that's
so if I
something else.
go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. You go ahead. I'm gonna stop interjecting. Go ahead. I can wait.
No, you can say something. You can say what you gotta say.
That's something else. I think everybody need to realize to your own self, be true. Who you are and who you choose to be, and the choices that you make should not be contingent upon someone else or others. It should, every choice that you make and every day that you wake up, the character that you choose or the attributes that and the characteristics that you choose to become a part of who you are as a person should be the same in and out of season based upon just who you are and what you want to be.
Right,
And when
right,
people can do that, that is being true to yourself. And then people can actually get to know you for who you are. And that's whether they like you or not, but at least they like you or dislike you or respect you or disrespect you based upon who you are and not because who you are pretending to be, because who you choose to be or how you choose to act is always contingent upon external factors.
right, right. Because a lie is easy. Well, it's tough to keep up a lie because you got to constantly remember the lie, act out the lie.
Mhm.
The truth just gonna flow out. That's why it's good to be upfront. Now, sometimes as a man, you have to be tactful with the truth.
Mhm.
So that, in other words, that means, if she can't handle the whole truth, if you think you can't handle the whole truth, don't tell her a lie. But you may need to tell her about 65% of the truth that you can tell her, and then the other 35 on down the road. So
Mhm.
you won't be caught
Mhm.
up in a lie.
Mm.
See,
Mhm.
that
Hmm.
way it's kind of like it's not truth and lying. It's just like my son say on Friday night, yeah, dad, I'm gonna be back after the game. When the game over with. Well, he didn't tell me he was going to the game. He just said he's gonna be back after it's over with. See.
Mhm.
Did he tell me the truth? Of course he did. Yeah, he told me the truth, but he didn't say he just said after the game. He didn't say he was going.
That's true.
So that's the 35%. See, he'll have me saying like that, but he'll have me thinking, well, he had the game. Well, he didn't tell me we went to the game. So uh, that's where again, because you got to play. uh, You don't tell a woman, the truth all out and just dump it on her. Just dump it on her. You tell the truth right here. Then you tell the truth right here. Then you find some extra on top of that truth, and you say, "Well, why you didn't tell me? I could easily because, oh, I forgot
But now that
because
is still being
because I
deceptive
well, if he it's kind of like I'm well, it's if you
or
finding out something on top
manipulative.
of the truth, yeah, you have to. Let me say this, and I hate being like this. In my opinion, you have to play with a woman's mind a little bit because boredom is a cousin of death, not sleep. Boredom. So when but typically, um, what he's holding it from you to protect your feelings.
That is still manipulation. And I would
You
like to
don't,
beg
you
to
don't.
differ
Go ahead,
that
go ahead.
a man must play with a woman's mind a little bit because boredom is next to death.
Hmm.
Um,
Okay.
if you want to keep things exciting, then you do things in a healthy way to keep things exciting, not playing with anyone's mind. And I would say the same for this. I don't think that men or women should go around just doing these multiple poop tests. You know what I mean by the poop test, right? Because I'm not trying to
Right,
curse.
right, right,
Doing these
right.
multiple poop tests just because you're trying to see how far he or she will go or how far you can push him or her. Every relationship, regardless to the duration, but especially with duration, is going to have enough challenges and opportunities for you to see who each other are and how each other handle things and their different perspectives with things without you doing poop tests and playing with each other's minds, playing games. See, that kind of talk from to me. That still shows like there's still some immaturity, some areas of immaturity, and that continues to perpetuate toxicity and dysfunction.
Mm.
Now,
The reason why I say okay, go ahead.
now, if you want to, if you are continuously choosing people and are attracting and attracted to people that dwell in dysfunction, which means that they are malfunctioning. because in order for you to be dysfunctional, you are malfunctioning. So, and unless that's what you desire to continue to participate in, or you continue to attract and or attracting toxicity and dysfunction, then yes, then you'll continue to do that because it works within those realms. But if you
Well,
find
okay.
yourself with someone that are attracted to someone and trying to build with someone, and then you start doing those things that you typically do, and then it don't work for them, but you're really interested in them, and then they go on their own way because that's not for them, then you understand why.
Well, well, that's why I say, when I say play with the mind, you when I say that, I'm not saying where is dastardly or something like that because he trusts you. A lot of times, it's kind of like, how can I put it? You've been together for a long time, and you trying to keep stuff fresh. So a lot of things you may find out about your partner, or find out about what they know, who they are, and they've been keeping it a secret or something like that. A lot of times, you're more of surprised than disappointed.
Mhm.
See, I rather surprise them opposed to disappoint. And some stuff may be going on. I heard Steve Harvey say, he had a tax lien and he had $7 million in taxes, so he went and told Marjorie. Now I wouldn't have told him. I probably wouldn't have told her because I don't wouldn't want her to worry, But I'd be like, we need to get some money. We need to, uh, you know, uh, we need to get some money. We need to, set up a tour, whatever. We need to set up a tour where I can get some money. I want to tell her why. Now, if she found out that it was because I owed the IRS $22 million or $7 million, the only thing she can ask me is, why you didn't tell me? And the answer would be because I didn't want you to worry.
Mhm.
See, we do that to protect I won't say the peace, but protect the comfort.
Mhm.
Because
So that's not playing
I
mind
don't have a problem with you.
games. That's not the
Oh
same as
no, no,
playing mind
it ain't.
games.
It's no. The thing is, we're not being deceitful. See, being deceitful is a lie.
Mhm.
Now, if it's in, if I say yeah, that's why I say the difference between being surprised and disappointed. See, if I say yeah, we're gonna go on a trip, what I mean, we're gonna, don't worry, yeah, we're going on a trip, what I mean, we're gonna hop on a plane on a trip. It ain't gonna take long to get there. But I tell you, yeah, man, go to Miami, but really, it's a place that you want to go. You just mentioned in passing that you always want to go, but that's where we going. You're surprised. Now,
Mhm.
if I promise Sandro Pay, Sandro Pay, France, and we go to Newport News, Virginia, you'll be disappointed because you're expecting something that you would deem better, but it's underwhelmed by Newport News, Virginia. Or better yet, man, I'm going to we don't go to Dallas for the Super Bowl or whatever the case may be. Well, we end up coming to Memphis for the Liberty Bowl. That's what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm
Okay.
talking about.
Okay.
Sometimes, yeah, they don't. You kind of like, I was just expecting something small, but it was really something big. Me, I would like being surprised, pleasantly surprised, opposed to disappointed. Now, in saying that, I don't like surprise ads though.
Mhm.
Don't tell me I got something to tell you. Don't tell me I got something to tell you. But I'm gonna tell you once we get back, once you get home. I ain't coming home. You
Mm.
need to be telling me right now. You need to be telling me right now. I hate because when it's like that, it's typically
So
bad
how long you
news.
going so how long are you gonna not come home?
Well, until she tell me, I do not. I
So if she
do
don't tell
not.
you, so if she don't tell you for two
If she
whole
don't
days, you're not
tell
gonna be
me,
home
it
for two
ain't. Don't
days?
tell me I'm not coming home 2 whole days. I hate that
Okay.
because let me know. Let me. It's now sit real because I've gotten that, and every time it's bad news. Every time it's bad news. Oh, I'm at work. Man, I got something to tell you once you get back to the house. Oh shit. Oh damn. No, get back. Such and such died. Oh god damn. Why you tell me I was out there? I can process it. As soon as I hear it, I can process it. As soon as I hear it, I can start. I can start maneuvering because whatever it is, especially if it's bad, it ain't gonna become better on the way to the house. But I'm pregnant. Well, okay, you're pregnant. Okay, I can hear that news over the phone. I can hear anything over the phone. But you see, women for as for me, women gotta stop telling God I got something to tell you. I'll tell you once I get home. That man is going over a million scenarios in his head when you tell him. So the best bet is to be once he come in the house, walk in the house and relax, then you tell him. That way, it's not hanging over his head.
Mhm.
That's just like a woman. They're like yeah, I got something to tell you, but I'll wait till you get home before I tell you. You know what the woman gonna say? You need to tell me right now. Especially if it's something serious like, I don't went to the doctor. I've been to the doctor, I got something to tell you. But I'm telling you once you get home, she flying out to the house. She could not work, we're gonna stop whatever she's doing to come on to the house. So yeah, them surprises I don't like. I don't like those surprises. If you got something to say it, say it. That way I can process it, begin to deal with it, get over it, cry if I need to, right there. Shut down right there. But it's nothing that's going to cause in the home. I don't know why women do that. I don't. Maybe it's, these types of women, but we female be telling me, I got something to tell you once you get home. Once you get over here, I ain't coming. I'm not. You want to get rid of me? That's the easiest way. That's the easiest way to get rid of me. But because I like hearing the thing is about me. I just like hearing news. I'm not. I don't like I said when you've been through a lot. When you've been through a lot and you had to accept a lot, then uh just tell me. 'Cause a lot of guys who ain't been through a lot, you gotta sit them and tell them, you got a hangnail or something. You know what I mean? You gotta sit them down for everything. I don't been in the courtroom where the judge said guilty. Lock them up. That's the end of the conversation. Yeah, that's the end of the conversation. He guilty, lock him on up. He'll be out next year. Don't worry about it. He'll be out next year. He'll learn. I gotta accept that news. I did that. I
Mhm.
gotta accept that news. So, um, so that's how I got like that. You know, a lot of times, now if it's something I need to hear, I prefer a woman to tell me what I need to hear.
Mhm.
Forget how I feel about it. Tell me what I need to hear, because that's a sign of a true friend. Because a true friend gonna tell you what they need to hear, opposed to what you want to hear. Anybody telling you only thing what you want to hear, opposed to what you need to hear, they serve it themselves. A person who telling you what you need to hear, they love you. So um, that's what That's what I do. You know what I mean. But at the same time, a man got to pay attention to his woman and know his woman. If he got those
No
types of
doubt.
women that he can tell the truth to, then he ain't got no reason to hold back the truth or nothing like that. Cause he know what type of woman he got.
Mhm.
But now if he got one of those, you know, I seen some ladies, things get a little awry, they start crying. As soon as things not going right, they start bust out crying. And man, we don't want to see that. Nah, I know if I tell her, man, she's gonna start crying. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. Let me. I'm gonna tell her something going on. But if I can fix the part I'm leaving out to the point where she don't know about it, I do that to keep her from crying.
Hmm.
Because yeah, because the man, a lot of things a man do. Sometimes the man do. A man, you know, he he constantly showing his value. Man to do something just to remind you, you know what I mean, that he's valuable.
Mhm.
Just remind. Um, because a lot of times once you start getting comfortable with something, then you guys got to be reminded.
Mhm.
You got I call it I call it quality control. Quality control. Like boilers, they perform a safety check to make sure the water rising and the water's heating and stuff like that, and it's going and is doing it at a safe rate so it don't blow up. You do it every morning to
Mhm.
check the integrity of the boiler. So every now and then, once you start, especially when a man start getting comfortable, and once a man stop doing those things that got her in the first place, then a woman innately does quality control. She may start getting out of pocket, may start, back talking them. She ain't back talking before. Said she ain't doing nothing. Um, you know, picking at him and stuff like this. A woman ain't trying to demean the man. She just trying to make sure. She just checking to see if the man that she fell for, the man that she committed to, is still there.
Mhm.
Because basically you turn into somebody else that I don't like. I need my man back. And women, I mean men, same thing. You were doing this at first and you were licking head and kissing on this and sucking on his head and all this stuff here before we got married and stuff like that. I guess the first 2 years you did it. And now you done got comfortable. Now you feel like you don't need to do nothing.
Mhm.
And so we start tripping and stuff like this. And okay, well, wait a minute now. First you will come in the house, you rub my feet and fix me some food and you know, take my shoes somewhere and stuff like this. I done came in the house for the past 2 months and took my shoes off and undressed myself. What's that? Had to go ahead and fit me a grilled cheese sandwich. What going on? So, you know, uh, but a feminine man to complain. But now once it get to a point where I'm like, wait a minute, man, now you been 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks. I ain't got no love. So either we gonna get along tonight, or you pushing it. Yeah, you pushing it. I don't know what's going on because I typically now if it's typically you pushing it now. It's been 2 weeks, so we ain't got I love you, but it been 2 weeks. I know a woman bleed for 7 days. It been 14, so we making sure it's everything. What going on? So you start neglecting your man, then I don't believe in. I said earlier, you ain't cheating until you give a man some money. But I'm still a man. You understand? I'm still a man at the end of the day. I'm still your man at the end of the day. So don't give the dude who paying your car note uh and your club paying for you. Don't give him all the loving and mess and, and don't give me nothing. You don't give him all the loving. No, I'm getting all the loving I need. Give my issue too. Give my issue too. No, see, let me bring this up too. Let me bring this up too. Women gotta women gotta stop acting like men don't have needs and need to be taken care of. You gotta stop that. Because if you got a dog or a cat, the dog ain't said he hungry, ain't said nothing. Dog ain't spoke a word. But to feed him, to take him outside, and to walk him without him saying nothing. So what make you think you start neglecting your man and ain't no I forgot. I forgot. I mean, no, you didn't forget. I want a priority.
Hmm.
I want a priority. And most men think that they're not a priority. And so that's why a guy be like, I don't feel appreciated. Well, uh yeah, you need to be a priority.
Yeah. Yeah, that
You
should be a
you gotta
conversation. If that's not happening,
yeah,
that should be a conversation. Like, what's going on?
yeah.
What's
Shoot,
going on?
you, you've been everything been slacking.
You
You've
trying to
been
push me off? You trying to push me away? You trying to tell me something? You
cause
trying to go somewhere else? Like, what's happening?
let me know now. Let me know because if that what you want to do, let me know. I ain't gonna stalk you. I ain't gonna do nothing like that. I ain't gonna do that to you. Nothing like that. But if this ain't what you want, we can go our separate ways amicably. I'm super straight. But it's whatever you want to do though. So uh and I tell guys, she come leaving, they women come going, and let her leave with the same smile that you got her with.
Mm-hmm.
Celebrate when she leave. Because if she leave today, get her replaced today. Yeah. She leave
Oh,
today, she
okay.
get replaced today. Cause think about this. Think now, most guys can't do it because you gotta detox the memories and stuff like that. Because if you seen in my channel, I recently uploaded a video where the lady broke up with that man. And she's sitting up there with another man. Broke it off with her husband or boyfriend, long term boyfriend, and broke it off um and dude didn't want to be with her. She's dude right there. She broke up with somebody I want to be with and makes me happy. I'm happy with him and things of that nature. She said, hang on. He said, why you break up with that man? She said, I'm with the one on with. She said, I don't want to be with you.
Mm.
I don't, yeah, it's on my channel right now.
I gotta go back and catch
Let me
that
let
one.
me. Let me see now. Let me see now. Let me see. I don't even know how to do layout. Let me see. What's it? Share the screen.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm. I don't even see the share the screen icon. That I
Oh,
guess
you
I
know
see.
what?
Yeah,
No,
settings.
it's changed. It's under present now.
Yeah, I see preset. Okay, share screen. Share screen is easiest for two monitors. I don't have two monitors.
But you can still share it even
Screen
if you don't
sharing.
have two monitors.
Okay. Sharing. Set share to share. Okay. Let's see. Share. Let me do the YouTube. Let me see. What? Let me see here. Fresh and fit. Let me see. Go to my channel. Let me see. My channel. Let me see here. I don't know. Let me see. Where is that right here? Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Share screen. Let me see. Share it. Dang, is that it?
I don't see it.
Oh shit. Right there.
Yes, there you go.
You see it? Hold on.
Yes.
Here it is right here. You still hear it? You see it?
You gotta push play. Okay, now I don't hear it. Oh, you know what? Go back into where it said when you go to present, click share
Uh,
audio.
okay. Share screen.
It should be a
Share
box that says
screen.
share
And
audio.
share. Okay. I did that. Share audio. Okay. Share audio. Share. Let me see. Can you hear it now?
This relationship is not going
Yes.
nowhere. I'm not happy, and I've been telling you this for the longest. Like, it's not a joke. I'm not playing. I play about a lot of stuff, but I'm telling you that I no longer want to be with you. It's no talking no more. It's no talking. It was no talking. I can't get through to you. What I'm telling you is, I'm happy. I found somebody that I'm happy with, and I want to be with. Well, it's over. I can't be with you no more. I'm happy. I'm sorry. I gotta hang up
Hang up. Hang up. Why the fuck would you break up with that man for?
because I'm not happy. I clearly just told him that I'm with who I want to be with.
But we wasn't supposed to be together, G. We were just fucking around, G. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
So you don't want to be with me?
Hell no. The
That's
fuck?
weird. You just let me in the whole relationship for you to tell me you don't want to be with me.
Man, we just fucking around. That's it, bro. No.
Hey man.
Mm.
Say man. Yeah. Straight like that. Straight like that.
But she obviously has several issues, because I mean, honestly though, like I'm not even gonna be in the bed with anybody calling me bro. Like bro? Like what? No.
Mm,
Excuse me?
I mean, that's
Obviously.
what probably what she asked to. Yeah, I mean, that a lot of them be asking to that. A lot of times it's tough to explain it, but a lot of
Yeah.
females answer to bro and bitch and all these different little
I
mama
am not
sort of.
answering to, and okay, I am not answering to any of that, especially bro. Bro? Clearly, I'm not a
Nah, nah, don't
bro.
call
So,
me
no,
bro.
I'm not answering to no bro.
Right,
Bruh, bruh.
right. Yeah,
Cuz,
yeah,
cuh. No, I'm not
yeah,
answering to any of that. But
yeah.
that's
So
crazy. That was her.
that's what
That
happened
was
to that
her.
man. Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
she tried to turn a fling into a permanent relationship without even talking
Right.
to the fling or the side
Yeah.
dude, however you want to call it. Like,
That I won't say I felt sorry for the guy on the other side, but um,
he probably do.
yeah, it happened. It
Yes.
happened. It it happened. So
Or
I
or
always
he
say I
might
hate it for
have a
bro.
main chick. Or he might have a main chick and she's not the main chick cuz she can't be the main chick cuz she already has a main guy.
Well, if they was together, if they were together, that's how they broke up. See, a lot of times, um, you know,
That had to be a skit.
it could have been, but it was funny to me. But I think it probably was a skit, because I didn't see nobody hang up the phone. So she probably could have had. Cause I would have heard, dude. But I would have heard, dude. But but yeah, you can't. You never know. But then too, you know what I mean. If it's the news, I tell guys all the time they come going. So she left. You with somebody, you can't split in the block. So it is what it is. I mean, a lot of guys that not so much they miss the woman, they be so addicted to having somebody, and now they're going through withdrawals and not having nobody. See, that's why
Hoes
guys be so
come
like,
going.
you know,
Whores
and
come going.
right, well, right,
Sluts
but
come going.
but think about this: it's like you go into a job. You go into a job. You don't go there. You don't plan on being at that job for the rest of your life. You start planning retirement as soon as you walk in the door. So it's not that they looking for the back though. They ain't looking for it. But understand, it's eventually gonna come to an end. Either you get fired or you quit. You get fired or you retire. Either way, it's gonna come to an end. So
So so
I was
the so are you saying that all relationships come to an end?
uh eventually either by death um
But that's not.
or
But we're
breaking
not
up.
talking besides death, because the way you're
No,
ver-
no, no, because
the way you putting it is like ain't no need of you getting comfortable, guy, because just how even though you got her now, she gonna leave. She is going to leave.
no, 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 no. It don't mean she gonna leave. I do think you need to have a level of discernment as it relates to knowing what you got and knowing who you involved with.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It's not like it's kind of like jobs. Well, um, unskilled, hard work jobs. A lot of times, you'll know who's gonna stay and you know who's gonna go. As soon as a lot of times, I ain't gonna be here long. I can tell by X, Y, and Z and 1, 2, 3. I'd be surprised if you make it 4 months. But then some come in, nose to the grindstone, taking care of their business. Oh yeah, he a good one. He gonna be here a
Mhm.
while. So you should have a level of discernment when it comes to matters of the heart.
Mhm.
Because if not,
Don't wear your heart on your sleeve.
well, you could, and that's why guys to be vulnerable. What I tell guys is this: you never know the intentions of a woman. You never know. That's why it's good chance. They're like the woman gonna test you. You test that woman because
Here
the
we go
goal is
with the
trial by
testing.
fire.
Mhm.
No, what I'm saying is this: two people who have been burned in the past, been disappointed in the past because they didn't test, they didn't see character flaws.
Mhm.
They didn't see none of this stuff. Now, since they're older and wiser, now it's okay. Maybe I need to put her through some paces instead of just assuming that she's gonna be faithful because she look good. Let me see about putting her through some paces. Let me see about okay. Let me test her like this. Let me test her like this. Let me test her according to what she said she was and who she said she was and what she said our relationship gonna be. Let me test her on those things. And when it's time, once you test them, or not so much testing, because you can eliminate the testing. All you gotta do is listen.
Mhm.
If you listen to your man and you see what he say works for the betterment of both of y'all, then you don't have to worry about the testing.
Brother
Because one thing
Ray,
he know for sure, you gonna listen. Uh-huh.
I would love to dialogue on this further in the near future, but I must go to bed, get ready for bed. This
Okay.
has been very interesting. I do appreciate your different perspectives and commentary. I'm really glad that I'm tuned into your channel.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna hit the bed too. So all right, if there's nobody else coming up, I'm gonna
I
talk to
know
y'all
your
later. Thanks
title,
for y'all time.
you say you want the smoke. You say bring the smoke. Where is the smoke?
I'm not popular. I'm barely at five. It's YouTube. It's YouTube, and you know, individuals coming to have smoke with me is not profitable. Even though a lot of them have a problem with what I say. Kevin Samuel's gone, so uh, I don't know who the YouTube daddy is now. I mean, I would say Pearl, but Pearl done. Pearl, everybody know Pearl retarded, so um, I don't know. I don't know. I haven't put too much controversial stuff out there yet. I got some more stuff coming. I got some more stuff coming on Fresh and Fit. I got some more stuff coming on, Andrew Tate, and if I would put Andrew Tate in the title, then it would have been a whole lot of people.
Hmm.
So,
Well, thank you for
but
having me
but
up.
all right, no problem, no problem, no problem. I guess nobody else want to come up, but so I just thank for y'all time. Talk to y'all later.
Have a good night.
You too.